What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott. And as you see by the title below, we're going to go over some things, right? Some things you want to know to see if this guy is going down the right path. And if I look down a lot, it's because I have a list right here. If this guy does 5 of these 8 things, then I'm going to say you're moving down the right path of exclusivity. Did I say that right? Being exclusive, okay? If he's doing 5 of these 8 things. And this is based off of 2 concepts I have. One is the guy thinking in the future, right? He's thinking long term, which is always good, obviously. And the second is him threading his life into yours. If you guys can thread your lives into each other instead of it just being like your bubble, bang, bam, bang, bam, no. You don't want that. But if you start threading your lives into each other, you're obviously more woven in and you're more likely to stay. Now, that's common effing sense, okay? But I want to go over 5 of these 8 things. I shouldn't go over all 8. But if he does 5 of these 8, I would say you're going down the right path. Now, when I say that, if he's doing 4 of the 8, no, unless they don't apply to you. But if he's doing 5 of these 8 things, then great. And number 1 is obviously he's threading families, friends, goals, and all that kind of stuff together. So if he's introducing you to his family, if he's introducing you to his friends, co-workers, maybe you guys started going to the gym together, you have long-term goals together, all that kind of stuff. He's threading you more into his personal life, not just dating life, but a personal life. And that's always a good thing to have because obviously friends and family have a big, they're a big factor when it comes into how you feel about someone. If your family and friends like this person, they're more likely to convince you to like that person. That's common sense, okay? But you want to, if he's, introducing you to his family, friends, co-workers, and all those kind of things, he's thinking more long term because he doesn't want to look like a little bitch. It's like, why would I introduce you? I mean, I'm not saying guys don't do this, but why do I not, why would I introduce you to all these people if I don't think about keeping you around long term? Now, again, I know a lot of guys who do that, but more likely than not, if he's introducing you to his family and friends, then you're going down the right path, I would say, because you're threading into his life in a different way than just relationship. Second one is he actually asks you out on a date, and he's not expecting sex. Now, I mean actually ask you out, like we're going to go on a proper date at this time. I pick you up. It don't really matter anymore about that. I would suggest he picks you up. He pays. And he pays, and he's not expecting sex at the end. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with a guy expecting sex at the end. Not expecting, but wanting sex at the end. That's just male, the sexual nature. That's fine. But he does need to respect the fact if you say no, then he needs to stop, cut it off right there. I'm back. I'm done. Okay, I'm not going to ask again. Okay. But it's even better. We'll take it one step further if if he takes you out this date, that, whatever, so on. And then nothing's happening. He doesn't expect the sex. He doesn't ask for it. He doesn't try to make the move. And you know what? And now you're probably like, why is he not attracted to me? But you know what I mean. Like, you can tell he's attracted to you, but he's just like, you know what? No, I like this more sex. I don't want to ruin it. I want to see where it goes. And then let's say he takes you out again. He doesn't expect anything. That's even better. And then, later on you can do whatever you want. But, it's probably a nice change where a guy can actually take you out and he's not expecting to hook up at the end. I bet you a lot of you would probably really, really like that. And again, he's doing that because it's not, it'd be great if he's not thinking about the sex because, sex, once that happens, it kind of changes the vibe. There's nothing wrong with sex, but if, you might think, okay, now, we had a good time and now he's just wanting sex. You might get a different vibe or feel about him, right? Which is not a good thing. And at the same time, you may feel that he was just doing all this to want the sex. So the fact that he says, you know what, no, we're going to skip the sex this time. We're just going to have fun. That's probably a really good feeling. Number 3 is he deletes his Tinder, all his other dating apps, and online dating profiles. Now, this is a big one because I tell women all the time that if you meet a guy online, do not expect him to delete these things. Again, I'll repeat it like I said in another video. What makes you think? Now, you're probably you're probably a special, a unique woman, but what makes you think that you're the only one who's so unique, so special, so amazing, so this, so that? Because every woman thinks that. And every woman has her way of winning a guy over, her things to offer, her this, her that. Okay? What makes you think you're that woman, that you're so special, that he's going to delete all these other women and all these other apps and all this other potential just to date you? Now, if he does, great. That's great. That's a good start. That's what I'm talking about in here. But a lot of the times, guys don't do that because for that exact reason. You're a great woman, but he can get that great feeling with the thousands and thousands of other women that he has online. So you have to be something special, which proves if he deletes all these things, you're something special, okay? He's thinking long term. He's like, I don't need that. I got exactly what I want here. And again, a lot of times it's really hard for a guy to delete all that stuff. Number 5, he talks about being exclusive. This is pretty self-explanatory. He talks long term, okay? He thinks long term. Now, again, don't go by what a guy says. I shouldn't even said talk. Don't go by what a guy says. Go by his actions. If he's playing more long term while talking about it, that's a little more secure, has a little more substance, a little more depth, not width. Again, a guy can tell you whatever the hell he wants to tell you. Women fall for it all the time. I had probably 3 or 4 clients yesterday who were talking about that. And, you know, just if he focuses on depth, he focuses on actions, and he invests more time. That's what I would say with exclusivity. He expresses more time, effort, energy into you instead of just talking, okay? So exclusivity, or being exclusive, so I can't pronounce that word. Being exclusive, that's number 5. Number 6, he opens up to you and gives you all the time and effort. Again, when a guy doesn't open up to just anyone. He doesn't open up to just anyone. You gotta be a special girl. I think I made a video on this, on how to get a guy to open up and how you need to give him his space so he can trust you, so he doesn't feel like you're holding on to his word. Because when a guy starts to spill his guts for a woman, the reason he doesn't do it is because he feels like one, he's vulnerable. Guys don't like being vulnerable. 2, if he does do it, he feels like you're going to hold on to every word. He feels like if he says, I love you, then you're going to be like, oh my God, you love me. I love you too. Oh, we're such a cute couple now. You know, all those kind of things. And fill that void, or fill your void, if you have one, with his words. Guys don't want that, okay? So if he's opening up to you and giving you time and energy and effort and all that kind of stuff, then he's actually trusting you, and he's actually seeing something more long-term with the relationship. Again, because he's actually opening up. He's okay with being vulnerable with you. He has nothing against it. He trusts you. He doesn't see you're going to hold on to these words. He doesn't see that you're going to manipulate them or manipulate the words or anything like that, if you understand what I'm saying. Number 7, he gives more than takes. I'm not going to go into this. I talk about it all the time. He's more of a giver. Whenever you're in a relationship, you need to give more. You need to give 51%, right? If you both have that mindset, you're going to have a very, very good, healthy relationship. And number 8, he's proven to be reliable. He's a reliable guy. He doesn't ghost. He doesn't pull away all the time. Again, a guy pulling away is normal, but he doesn't pull away often. He doesn't go not talking to you for 3 or 4 or 5 days, you know, after hooking up or after having sex or after a fight or after something awkward has happened. He has a think of it as consistency. Even if he does actually not talk to you for several days, if he talks to you every, you know, let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm not saying like that exact, but I say, like, let's say he talks to you every other day, and he's been doing that for a month, then that's okay. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if he starts to pull away and it's just sporadic, like you guys had a really good time, and then he pulls away and nothing's going on, and he's not calling you or texting you or asking, you know, whatever, for several days, like, okay, where the hell did that come from? You know, and then you have to reach out to start it up again. That's not reliability. Do not count on that. But if he's consistent with it, whatever pattern it is, okay, again, it could be he texts you one day, then he's off 2, texts you again, then he's off and texts you again, you know, whatever. That's okay because he's consistent with it over, again, obviously the longer period of time, the better. But it's okay if he does that, as long as if you start to predict that he's going to text, I'm not worried about it, then that's a good sign. But if you're always wondering, like, why isn't he texting me? Why is he this? Why is he that? That's a problem. So there you ladies go. If you have 5 of these 8 things, right? If he does 5 of these 8 things, I would say you're going down the right track. And again, some of these might not apply to you, like Facebook official, or if you don't do online dating. Whatever. Make the ratio yourself, right? Cut those out, okay? So if you, whatever. But with that being said, I love you. Take care and peace.